Greetings Liverpool fan, in this video you'll stay updated on the latest Liverpool FC news. But first, leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates about LFC news. Alright Liverpool fan, Diomande is starting to look like a name Liverpool fans are going to hear a lot more about as the club plans for a new wide forward this summer. With Mohamed Salah not getting any younger, the Reds are clearly thinking ahead on lining up potential long-term replacements out wide. Diomande has exploded onto the scene this season with RB Leipzig and put himself firmly on the radar of Europe's biggest clubs. At just 19, he's already showing signs of becoming a top-level winger, with pace, confidence, and end product that's turned plenty of heads. What's really caught Liverpool fans' attention is the fact Diomande admitted earlier this year that he grew up supporting the Reds. That alone has ramped up the hype. And now there's another big development. According to Fabrizio Romano, Diomande has changed his agency ahead of what's expected to be a busy summer for him. He's now signed with ROC Nation Sports International, which Romano described as a major move with several top clubs circling. That sort of switch usually means a player is preparing for the next step, and it's hard to imagine him still being at Leipzig when next season kicks off. From Liverpool's point of view, a lot of this lines up nicely. They need a direct, exciting winger. They've done plenty of business with Leipzig before, and Diomande clearly has an affection for the club. All of that gives the Reds at least a fighting chance. That said, Leipzig won't make this easy. They're famous for driving a hard bargain, and they won't let one of their brightest talents go on the cheap. Reports suggest they value Diomande at £80 million or more, which is a massive ask for a 19-year-old with one breakout season. So really, this all comes down to money. If Leipzig soften their stance and the price drops, Liverpool could be right in the mix. If not, it might be a step too far either way. This is one transfer story worth keeping a very close eye on. So Reds, it honestly feels like Liverpool's rotten luck with injuries just won't give us a break. And now it's even following players who aren't at Anfield yet. New signing Jeremy Jacquet is the latest name to end up on the treatment table. And you couldn't make it up at this point. We already know this season has been brutal when it comes to defenders. And this just adds to the frustration. Liverpool wrapped up a deal to bring Jacquet in this summer, letting him finish the campaign with Rennes before making the move to Merseyside. All nice and sensible on paper. Then, just days after completing his medical with the Reds, he goes in and picks up a shoulder injury. Rennes lost 3-1 to Lens over the weekend, and Jacquet was forced off midway through the second half. After the match, his manager suggested the injury could be fairly serious, which is obviously the last thing Liverpool fans wanted to hear. Nothing confirmed yet, but the early signs aren't exactly comforting. It's not like this affects Liverpool right now in terms of matchday squads. But mentally it's another headache. Jacquet already has a known muscular condition, similar to what Steven Gerrard dealt with back in the day. So seeing him injured so quickly raises a few red flags. You just hope Rennes are being cautious and this turns out to be more of a scare than anything long-term. Still, it underlines a bigger issue for Liverpool. The lack of defensive depth has been exposed all season, and injuries like this show how risky it is to rely purely on young prospects. Giovanni Leoni arriving and immediately suffering a season-ending injury was a perfect example. Talent is great, but availability matters just as much. If Ibrahima Konate were to leave in the summer, bringing in another experienced centre-back has to be non-negotiable for Arne Slot. Jacquet and Leoni are exciting for the future, no doubt about it. But right now, these setbacks prove they can't be expected to carry the defense on their own. Liverpool need numbers, reliability, and bodies who can stay fit. Otherwise, this injury nightmare just keeps rolling on. Listen up Liverpool fan. Liverpool's defense has taken hit after hit this season, and it feels like we still don't know what our strongest backline actually is heading into the business end of the campaign. Every time it looks like we're settling, something else goes wrong and we're back to shuffling pieces around. Think back to last summer. The whole Marc Guéhi situation didn't go our way. Milos Kerkez took time to find his feet after arriving at Anfield, and both of our recognized right-backs have barely stayed fit at the same time. It's been messy. The right-back situation in particular has been a nightmare. Jeremy Frimpong and Conor Bradley have both spent long spells out injured, So Arne Slot hasn't even had the chance to decide who his number one really is. It's been one patch-up job after another. Former Brighton striker Glenn Murray reckons the answer is pretty clear, though a few eyebrows were raised when Frimpong was signed, mainly because of how attacking his role was at Bayer Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso. He was basically playing as a winger at times. To be fair to him, when he's been fit, he's shown he can handle himself defensively in a back four. Murray believes Frimpong should be the guy. He's got that explosive pace and directness that can completely flip a game on its head. And when Liverpool are on the front foot, he looks like a serious weapon down the right, with Bradley not expected back until next season at the earliest. Frimpong has a real opportunity to nail down that spot and make it his own. At the top level, it's those unique qualities that separate good players from game changers, and there really isn't another fullback in the league who offers what Frimpong does going forward. The key for Slot is getting the balance right. If Frimpong is bombing on, someone has to cover. That might mean tweaking the system slightly, using an extra center back, or having someone like Ryan Gravenberch drop in when needed. Get that right, and Liverpool could finally have a right back who scares teams again. This is the Liverpool FC News Fan channel, and I'll stop here. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. A big hug and see you in the next video.